among the wreckage. I can no longer take my future days for granted. Writing offers me a dwelling when I feel the most homeless. These essays are, in their way, letters to loved ones, those who are no longer here and cannot listen, and those present but too close to speak to. They are also letters to myself. Part 1. Intimacy. Chapter 1. The Monk and the Soldier. When I shaved my head in anticipation of chemotherapy, two things happened. First, just like that, I stopped looking like a woman. Second, I turned into a monk. My husband, peering in the mirror, said, "Hey, you look like a cute monk." I'm pretty sure the cute part came out of love, but the monk part, echoing my thoughts, struck me as a notable coincidence. In the spirit of camaraderie, he too shaved his head, but he did not look less male, nor did he look like a monk. Being tall and white, he looked, well, military. So there we were, the monk and the soldier. Given how complex gender and race are as embodied experiences, it is remarkable how simplistic and crude their visual expressions are. Could hair, a minor loss in the violence of cancer, make such a great difference? I knew, at least intellectually, that woman has always been reducible to her body parts, but to see such an insight so viscerally and mundanely demonstrated in the bathroom mirror stunned me. And what was with the monk? Would my husband have thought I looked like a monk had he not grown up watching kung fu movies? Would I, had I not immigrated to the United States? Have I come to see my own Chineseness through Western tropes? In the 1990s, when I lived in Northern California, the San Francisco Bay Guardian ran an article about the great number of relationships between Asian women and white men. The article quoted an undergraduate from the University of California, Berkeley, who, asked why she preferred dating white men over Asians, said, "Well, it kind of feels incestuous to me, like dating my brother." A friend who read the article poked fun at this admission, saying, "Good thing people in Asia don't think so." But there's something behind what that young woman said, a thin line of grief or maybe of querulousness, an expression of familiar allergy that has stayed with me. Scholars have long pointed to the hypersexualization of Asian women and the demasculinization of Asian men in American popular media as a leading cause for the high rate of Asian American women marrying outside their race. But it is also common wisdom among Asian American women of my generation and younger that if you discover your white boyfriend has been exclusively dating Asian women, you should run for the hills. Just because there is a white male fetishization of Asian femininity does not mean that the inverse, that is, Asian female fetishization or idealization of white masculinity, is true. In fact, for many Asian women involved in interracial relationships, myself included, white masculinity is a fraught challenge. Racialized gender, especially as it plays out in intimate relationships, is not and cannot be simply a question of identity, politics, or a problem of representation. The young woman's confession in that interview seems to me to speak more to a deeper and more silent dilemma of intimacy for the diasporic subject, a wound in the experience of kinship itself. Kinship, after all, is about determining who is a stranger and who is not. It is generally agreed, certainly in Western cultures, that the social norm of marrying outside one's community, clan, or tribe produces biological, economic, and cultural advantages. Anthropologists call this exogamy. The injunction to marry outside one's bloodline to ensure genetic diversity and create social alliances, however, takes on different and confusing meanings when your clan or community has been truncated or displaced, at once insular and under assault. For many immigrant communities, marriage within one's ethnic group, endogamy, ensures cultural and familial continuity in the face of fragmenting.